global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
But you served with him as chief of staff.
No, that was
he recommended you to Jonathan for ministerial appointment.
No, sir. 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 Let me tell you what happened.
Wow, that was Minister Wike. You know, we know that he's a drama king, and that he was trying to analyze something which you're going to be watching in a jiffy during an interview today. Don't forget that we had already informed you. If you check our video, you're going to see it, that those duo, we can't tell what actually had happened between them, but it seems as though they are never going to see eye to eye. Maybe on Judgment Day, that's when they will see. But right now, based on politics and, you know, ethnic affiliations, they seem not to be agreeing. As of yesterday, Amaechi was here and he talked about a lot of things very calmly and all of that. And he said he was the boss of Wike. He made so many statements, you know, about Wike, but then he was very emphatic that he doesn't want the, you know, talk to revolve around Wike. We are so sure that today Wike was going to book a time to give explanation. It's good enough you get to hear exactly what he has to say about Amaechi being his boss or not being his boss, the level of help, the issue of making him or not making him. He took our time to analyze the scenario that took place, making reference to multiple persons to reach out to. Let me allow you to watch the video. I'll be back.
He said you need to give him respect that he made you. And he made
Okay. Let me
you
tell
serve as chief of staff.
No. Shehu. Amaechi.
Did you recommend you as a minister or not?
No, let me tell you what happened. Let Nigerians also know. It's unfortunate. Is it the character that wants to be Nigerian president? I will tell you today. And you know it very well. When Amaechi had a problem, when Obasanjo said, a K-leg, Dr. Peter Blake recommended Amaechi. And it didn't work. We're all in tears. Yes, it's correct. Now, how did this look? I will never allow this to live within those world. It was also about that we are being by what we saw, by what they were all doing. The body was the chairman of the EFCC. We all know what happened. Now, what agreed? How did this okay? Omeya, who is Amaechi's first cousin. From Ubima, the same ward, the same local government. On that day, it was on a Saturday, called Senator Magnus Abe. Called Senator Magnus Abe. Amaechi called me, called Senator Magnus Abe. Omeya came. The Amaechi said, the Forces Avenue. When he was speaking, he said, listen, I want you to work with Abe and Wike. I live with them. That was the same day Amaechi was taken out to Ghana. We met with Omeya. Omeya again as a tricky person. He used the language of Wayo person.
Why would you say that?
No, he is.
No.
So, sir.
Is that fair to say?
No, he cannot be fair to Omeya.
That's a political leader.
No, who's not a leader. Omeya, he knows me. He knows me. Sir, call Senator Magnus Abe. Who met with him? He's using Wayo characteristics. He plays us Wayo. I'm using a local language balance. Because I was involved. Not I was told. I was involved. I went to the doctor. This man is a Wayo man. We agreed. I should bring this person to be the coordinator for the campaign in Ordeal and this. The moment we left Omeya, he announced another person. I went to the computer. Yeah. Is it what you're going to see? He said, no, that cannot happen. With all due respect. I don't want to go back to certain things that happen. But anyway, let Nigerians hear. Let Nigerians know. People just say somewhere, what you don't know, you're talking. You don't know.
Amaechi did not make you. That's the summary.
Yeah, but no.
That's what you're saying.
I will tell you the history.
But did he make you or not?
He couldn't have made me. Let me tell you.
Because
I was chairman of council. In 1998.
But you served with him as chief of staff.
No, that was
He recommended you to Jonathan for ministerial appointment.
No, sir. 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 Let me tell you what happened. God in his own way. Amaechi thought he was doing me bad to push me out. So the man is there, he's alive, he's not dead. Call him to this kind of forum, ask him question. What happened? I was a DG, but I want to tell you how Amaechi became governor. Before you now say how he met me. So you will understand the background. I'm not a pushover politician. Yes, I'm not. I will do whether you like it, you don't like it. Yes, it's correct. Yes, it's correct. Now, when we did what we did, we moved Amaechi to Ghana. I was the one. In fact, I had never won a Babadiga in my life. That's after wearing Babadiga. Amaechi lawyer, who is attorney general, the latest problem here, say, will tell you the truth. In the name of Almighty God, I put my life to it. I put my life to it. In fact, it came to a point, I called my wife, listen, take my children. I don't know what will happen now. Take me away. See what I have, take this. If I survive, it's okay. If I don't survive, that's how God wants it. Yes, I did that. Now, I go to Ghana, Amaechi comes to the airport to pick me. When he comes to the airport, he wears his cap. Tears. My eyes will come out. Tears. At the Ghana International Airport. He wears his cap. I was one who did everything facilitated. There's a lawyer, Ricky Tafa. I don't know where he is today. Wherever he is, God knows. He knows what happened. At the Lagos International Airport, he knows. Marcus Leji, wherever he is today, he will tell you. I spent everything I had in my life to see that we succeeded and Amaechi becomes the governor. When he became governor, he asked me, I said, sir, I'm not interested. I want to be in charge of the political structure. Political structure is his chief of staff and this.
It's against the story that you wanted to become finance
commissioner. I don't know. See, can I tell you something? I'm the former Attorney General of the Federation, Belladoke. I don't know what he will say. But call him, ask him. So his conscience, is this correct? Ask Wagusabe. Ask Idozu, former Commissioner of Finance. In the name of God, one man who is a big liar is Amaechi. I can tell you, I'm calling names now. Bello Adoke, former Attorney General of Federation. Ask him. It doesn't matter whether today is my friend or it doesn't matter. Ask Wagusabe. Ask Idozu. Ask them. I choose to say, look, finance works. I want to be chief of staff so that, you see, you must know what you want in political life, relevance, and what is finance. What are you going to do with it?
Wow. That was Mr. Wike. My God, the strength, the vigor, the everything. I don't know. I think as much as Amaechi can, he should avoid talking about Wike because what transpired between both of them, I don't know. But however, I think they should create a forum, to sort out their differences than always coming out to South politicians from the same state, but every time they are lambasting each other anytime they're given an opportunity. My colleague in the house, what's the standpoint on the explanation that Wike gave? He bordered around the issue of he's my boss, he was the one that recommended me for the post, but then Wike is trying to let everybody know that he made himself, that whatever Amaechi did for him was like a price he paid. pain that he almost lost his life in the process of everything. What's your standpoint on this?
The truth of the matter is that Wike have gotten used to his own truths and his own reality. And his reality tells him that he made himself. His reality tells him that he can't be under anyone. After all, he's already a leader to Fubara. He's the father of politics for Fubara. So how would it be said that he is now a boy of someone? Then
Or he was made by someone.
He was made by someone. He keeps saying it. He keeps emphasizing it. It's a truth that he has realized for himself. It may not be the general truth. There's a way you say a lie too often becomes your truth. And he just can't believe it. He doesn't want to even think of it that Amaechi is his boss. If you want to go by what he did for Fubara, then the same thing should be applicable to what Amaechi did to him. And he refused to acknowledge it. In fact, instead, he will go the other way around. To me, it was there. Yes, I entered politics. He couldn't have possibly made himself at this level. The structure he keeps shouting, my structure, was passed on to him by the rise of Rotimi Amaechi. Imagine him starting from the scratch without having anyone to work with. But whatever the case is, it has become his truth. It has become his reality. Even at the point where him and the president of Rotimi Amaechi will still stand, he'll still look him in the face and tell him, you didn't make me, I made myself. At this point, you allow him to face his reality. But at some point, one or two of his supporters, who by now may be scared to talk about it, but when power is taken away from him, they will look him in his face and tell him, you were not a particularly very supernatural person in this matter.
Okay. Now, the last question on the issue of, he talked about the fact that he almost lost his life and all of that. Do you think that at this point the elders of Ikwereland needs to intervene in this whole thing? Because both parties seems to be wall apart, and it's not really helping matters, though. They don't owe each other anything, but then it is expected that some level of realignment, for them to become one again, or at least not be dragging each other in the public when they have an opportunity. What do you think about that?
Let's be truthful to ourselves and let's not be biased. Please, I would like the audiences, every other person, to look at this very objectively. If there's anybody who have shown great maturity in this, I have no dislike for any of them. It has actually been Rotimi Amaechi. He has shown great maturity. If you watch the way Rotimi Amaechi will handle any politics on this matter, you see him hitting the nail on the head. You will see him telling whether Wike wants to accept it or not. He will always say that I made him, I am his boss, before he entered politics. And that's reality, unfortunately, that he doesn't want to accept, is what happened in the past. You can't change history. It's been done. Maybe you are now a big boy now, but when you were still coming up, I was your boss. Accept that, know that, and know peace. The truth be told, Rotimi Amaechi have shown a great level of maturity. The best way to live in peace with Wike, with the way Rotimi Amaechi has, is to keep his distance. But if you notice Wike, despite the fact that Rotimi Amaechi will keep his distance, he keeps on dragging his feet, dragging his leg, dragging his hand. And, so at some point, people felt that Rotimi Amaechi was really scared of him until Rotimi Amaechi